G'day there. Welcome back to the Raeside. Mando Season 3 trailer just dropped. I hope you checked it out. Thank you for waiting patiently in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Hopefully you've seen it. I'm going to try and download it as we're going live so we can take a look at it together as well. But in the chat, how you all doing? Have you all seen it? No, the reaction wasn't live. I popped it in the chat. This was only a post-show discussion. All good, Mike. Pokes, if I can't see the trailer, I'll have to mute the video and hide the chat, right? Mark, coming in, bro. That looks sick. Hang on, where's your comment? Where's your comment? Didn't expect the Jedi scene. Make sure you go check it out. We are talking all the spoilers, so go look at it. Go away and look at the trailer. Find the trailer. I found it on Twitter. I actually found it was like delayed on YouTube a bunch. So I found on Twitter. Master Yoda, just watched Australian, was amazing. Amazing. We haven't seen Mando with his tribe. Does he still have the Darksaber? That's a good question. No Darksaber in that, actually. That's a good point. Didn't know that. Didn't take note of that. For sure. Hey, Mark. Hey, Keith. Great to have you here. Looking good, says Keith. Yeah, very action-packed. It was quite full-on, wasn't it? I wasn't watching the game. Yeah, neither. That was the first piece of kind of NFL I've ever seen. It is out. It's on the Star Wars YouTube. We can watch it live. Where is it? 1 minute ago. There we go. We could watch it live together. Just saw the trailer during halftime. Looks good. Yeah, it's pretty good. No massive spoilers or anything, or massive reveals, I should say. But it's still very hypey. It was good. It looked good. There was a lot in there. Amazing. So good. Hey, Nerd Cantina. Looks so good, doesn't it? So good. You saw the notification immediately, Apo, and clicked it immediately. Amazing. Right? Nearly 2 hours later. For sure. I love it. Yeah. I saw the Clanker in the cantina. A couple of B1 droids looking cool. In my reaction, I think I referred to them as BD1 droids, but that's because we've played a little too much Fallen Order. But yes, some B1 droids. What else was there? Was that Babu Frick? Was that Babu Frick in there? My goodness, that was hilarious. Grogu got more power. Yeah, he's wielding it. He's still in his little pram. I thought he might have been, I don't know, moving around a little more himself. Like when we saw him in Book of Boba Fett, he was a lot more like nimble, I guess, and running around a little bit more. But he was still in his little pram, hovering pram, which is interesting. But the character at the end there, who the hell was that? There was like 1/2 a second shot of someone like jumping in front of Grogu. Who was that? Yeah, they were all droids in the cantina. Absolutely right. Ghost Rider. Jackson, I thought it would be longer. The teaser trailer was longer than the actual trailer. Yeah, that is interesting. I thought it would have been a little longer as well. Maybe 2 minutes. How long was this one? It was like a minute 70 or something. No, minute 70. What the hell? A minute 50 or something. Why walk when you don't have to? For sure. Short legs make movement limited. Yeah, but he was pretty nimble. Book of Boba Fett. You mean why walk when you don't have to? Hey Jordan. This is only going to be a short one, but come on for a Bad Batch stream. Actually, can you and Chad come on for a Bad Batch stream, please? Grogu yeeted that guy. Yeah, who was that? I want to get that up. Who the hell was that? A minute 40. That was the length of it. There was someone that jumped right in the end there, and it was so. It kind of looked like Gunji. What the hell is that thing? That is terrifying. Oh, okay, I've got a freeze frame of it here. Let's how do I put this on the screen? Let me put this on the screen somehow. JS just on reacting to trailer. I'm hyped. Yeah, it's like nothing super revealing in this, but it was a good hype trailer. It's gonna look cool, I think. Okay, hang on. How do I add damn pictures to the screen? I love this. But yeah, like hang on, let's just do this. Chemo, I wonder when Grogu will put on his green lightsaber. Pull out, sorry, his green Lightsaber, maybe this season. I don't know. If he's still in his prime, maybe he's not wielding it as much or something. I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see how they connect the story that they had in Boba Fett to this season. It'll be interesting if they kind of have any acknowledgement. Wouldn't be surprised to see Boba actually in the start of the season. Maybe just to kind of transition it a little bit as well. Hey, Sin City, welcome. Yes, come. Yeah, I legit come on for a Boba stream. We're going to finally see who rescued Grogu. I think so, yeah. That amazing shot with the Jedi. That definitely looks like another flashback scene. Definitely looks like we're going to see the Jedi Temple again. It looks kind of that style. It looks prequel style. Obviously, there's not that many Jedi around today. So definitely looks like a flashback. So hopefully we get the reveal of who rescued Grogu. Who did rescue Grogu? What's your all? What are your all takes on that? I had a theory. What was my theory? My theory was like it was Barriss Offee or something. Yeah, Barriss Offee. See, that's a character that I feel like could show up in a show. I think we'll see Grogu jumping around at some point. I liked seeing Coruscant too. Yeah, Coruscant was awesome. Megapol saying, who is the guy from the end of the trailer with only responses being no clue and I don't know, right? Holy cow, I'm excited to be able to see the stream tonight. I'll be working tomorrow and miss it. Oh, we're glad we had this one today. We have heaps of content this week actually. If season 3 has six episodes, then that's about 300 minutes of content. So these trailers teasers are pretty skimpy. Yeah, it's 6. I think it's usually 12 episodes. I think the season's usually 12. I think this one's going to be another 12 episoder or 8. Sorry, not 12. 8 episodes, maybe perhaps. But still, yeah, you're so right. Out of all the stuff we have. They're pretty skimpy. Hey, Max, how you doing? Nice to see Chris on again. Looks like the Armorer was making Grogu-sized helmets. Perhaps. I thought it was just a big ladle. But perhaps that is a Grogu-sized helmet. That would be cool, hey. Absolutely no, Cantina. You know what time it is. That was so cool seeing Coruscant. Also, the Order 66 shot. I can't wait for more context on who rescued Grogu. Here we go. Here's it answered. Here it is. That's the question. That's the answer. Uncle Harlow rescued a Grogu. You know what? This is on Coruscant too. I think Uncle Harlow, I'm assuming, is on Coruscant. So that could be a sufficient answer. Quinlan Voss? Yes, but I have a theory that... Actually, that's a good point. You know what? I thought it might have been someone already evil, like a Barriss Offee or someone. But... I feel like Grogu being a baby, it would be hard for him to escape on his own, hey? Absolutely. Him with a little lightsaber would be so cute. I'm super keen to see Dr. Pershing back in the show. Down below in the description, I have linked the link to the interview I did with him not earlier this year, late last year, a couple of months ago. Got to interview him when he came to Australia, came to Sydney, and we talked about season 3. So it's super cool. If you want to check that out, because obviously he came at, like, his shot in that trailer was like at a critical part. So go check that out after the stream, of course. But for sure, let's crank down this music. This music's like getting stuck on my head now. Thanks for ever mentioning YouTube Star Wars. Everything I searched for was live reactions to no trailer. Yeah, same. That's what I was like struggling with too, Patrick. But glad you're back. Hope you enjoyed it. Really excited to see Grogu's growth as a character. Yeah, I'm like ready for him to start developing a little more. You know what I'm really actually super surprised about? Like, this is the one thing I predicted with this trailer was like, oh, we're going to see a bunch of Bo-Katan. We didn't get a single shot of Bo-Katan, which is really interesting. I think she's going to be a pretty big player in this season. So that's interesting that we didn't see her. What do you think that means? What do you think that means, not seeing Bo-Katan here? Yeah, for sure. Totally agree. CT17, Chris on a more Order 66, right? I love these flashbacks. The trailer was great. And yeah, Baby Freak, what the hell? What the hell? I did. Sin City Sith coming in with the $10 dues. Hannah, super chat from Las Vegas. Knights of Ray Unite. Thank you so much, Sin City. That goes straight back into making more content and more stuff here on the channel. So appreciate it so much. Really means a lot that you would give. And also earlier as well, Stoned Reaper giving the $2 dues. You're amazing. Thank you for the awesome content. Thank you, Stoned Reaper, for being such a great support as always. Where were we? I know. I hit it. All good, Apo. Barris was in jail cell, not the temple. That's true. Sin City, no Bo-Katan, maybe to drag out the suspense. Yeah, I really think she's like gonna be the big character. Like she might be the main villain, but I think they'll team up again eventually. But yeah, the key players we didn't see in this was Bo-Katan and also Moff Gideon as well. He's still under the... Well, everyone's still together. They're still on that as far as we know Mando's like off in Book of Boba Fett, but like, does Bo-Katan like have Moff Gideon in like custody? Like, what's the deal there? What's happening there? Yeah, those new Mandalorians look super cool. Hey, First Order Origins. Ooh, what with? Expand Menas. Yeah, Moff Gideon, Bo-Katan, Moff Gideon. Those are two big players. Rewatched it in a ladle. Lol. I saw the small curve and the glowing red and got excited. You know what? I'm gonna forget I even said ladle. I'm gonna go with she could be making a Baby Yoda helmet. I kind of like that. So Ray, shall we tell the chat the good news about the server? Absolutely. Drop the link, JS. Drop the link. There's a brand new Discord for the fans of the channel to connect if you enjoy the community here and the connection with all the fans here. JS has done a fantastic job at putting together a bit of a Discord to continue the fun. So drop the link in the chat, JS, and I'll put it in the description as well. Were you the first super? No, this ticked over yesterday for our gaming stream. So you're the second super for this stream, but this is only the second day of the threshold. So thank you so much, Sin City. Maybe Bo and Mando will fight till Moff Gideon shows up. Yeah, I think so. I think there's gonna be like a big villain. Could be Moff Gideon that like they have to defeat, and like that's when they come together. They're kind of gonna squabble a bit, have some arguments, have disagreements, and then kind of have to team up for the end of the season for some sort of big bad, like, you know, enemy. But really, really interesting. Carson Teva, of course, yeah. But no Triple Wolf. I wonder what's up with that. Yeah, that's a good point. Bo-Katan. Why can't I pop this comment up? Oh no, my stream is not working for a second. I can't take the comment down. There we go. Oh, there we go. Bo-Katan and the Armorer, children of Death Watch, the Stash the Tribe, faction have an irreconcilable, that was a good word, mate, differences. What is a Mandalorian? An ethnicity versus religious order versus showing your face, etc., etc. Yeah, it's really interesting, and I found, the storylines of the Mandalorians in particularly the Rebels, Rebels, was really, really interesting about how they were showing all those factions, the House of Ren, all their practices, and how that differs from all the different factions. So I think we'll get a more of a look into that. We didn't get too much of that in Clone Wars. Like, we got a lot more of that, like, whole Mandalorian culture and how there's, like, different clans and tribes, like, in Rebels. Hey, but, yeah, I think that question, what is a Mandalorian, is going to be the big challenging question of this season. I was hoping to see Moff Gideon rocking his new Mando helmet while some Mando helmeted Praetorian guards. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd say Bo took Moff to Mandalore as a prisoner for sure. Maybe she's trying to build stuff up again there. Quinlan was on Kashyyyk during the battle with Yoda and Luminara. Yeah, he could, but you know what? He could be running around somewhere. You know what? I feel like it's more likely we see Quinlan in the Bad Batch. I feel like that's a more likely thing. Isn't Moff Gideon sitting in a rebel prison cell? That's what I mean. I'm like, I think so. Because like season 2 just ended with them just on the bridge of that light cruiser, right? But like, was that it? Oh, was there a scene after that? That's all I can remember of season 2. I need to rewatch, dude. Yeah, for sure. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, JS. Maybe if you can DM it to me. Then I can pop it in the description, also pin it as well. Bit of dialogue where someone says to Mando something is happening and you won't be able to stop it. Yeah, Super interesting. I didn't really. It's funny enough. I need to rewatch it again because I feel like there was a lot of dialogue in there that was actually quite interesting. But I was so focused on the visuals of like what we were seeing. So funny. I thought Moff Gideon was arrested by the New Republic. Was he? What, am I forgetting that this was a scene? Like I thought season 2 just ended on the bridge. Like Luke left and like that was the end of the season. Am I missing that? For sure. You won't let me send? Okay. What if I make you hang on, give me a second. Yeah, DM it to me to my Instagram and then I'll whack it up as well. Bring it on, says Brad. Yeah, again, I'm happy. I'm okay that there was no big reveals in this episode. If anything, that it's making me more interested because I'm like, they left out so much. Like, there were so many characters left out of this trailer. What does that mean for them? It's making me more curious. Really, really interesting. Hey, Jedi Jen, welcome to the chat. Mando Vespo during the season, the finale, they come together. Yeah, but you know the dark saber is a bit of a contentious thing between them now. I wonder if Thrawn could be in this finale of the season in a post-credit scene. This is starting to line up side by side with Ahsoka now. Yeah, okay. Show, sorry, not Ahsoka now, Ahsoka show. So, okay, a key thing they needed, like Disney liked to do, and I get why they do it, is, you know, the smaller stuff like Bad Batch or what else they do? Well, I guess kind of with Boba Fett, I guess, as well. They kind of semi-backdoor pilot, and I think that's what they're going to do as well with Ahsoka. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it makes sense we saw Ahsoka introduced last season, and then I agree with you here, CT17, that I think we could either see Thrawn or, you know, we know we're going to see a Sabine as well. We're going to see Sabine and Ahsoka. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those smaller characters that, you know, crazy fans like us know who they are, but kind of the general fans don't know. Like, a lot of general fans like Mando, watch Mando, but don't watch the other stuff. So I think they're going to introduce some of those Ahsoka characters into Mando, and then they go, oh, like, I've met this character now. I've met Sabine Wren now. I've met Thrawn now. And then they go, oh, well, they're going to be in the Ahsoka show. Like, it kind of advertises it, you know, for you to watch the Ahsoka show, and like kind of just those general fans to watch it, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? If you look at the pauldron of the Mandos dropping out of the ship, you can see a faded Death Watch symbol. Oh, really? That's cool, man. I'd love to go back and see that. That's really well. He was on the bloody halftime show, or the like at the beginning of the show of the NFL game. So he's doing advertisement for it. So I doubt that he would be going around advertising season 3 and not be in it. Hey, Elk. Hi, all. Sick trailer. Absolutely. Really, really interesting. I wonder if we'll see Miggs Mayfield again. Yeah. That's it. He was a great character. Jason, never seen your page before. Just stopping in to say I like your collection of Star Wars stuff behind you. Well, thank you for stopping by, Jason, and appreciate it. This is 10 years of collecting right here. Every piece in this whole collection has a story, but thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good time and chatting with us today. Okay, I'll check DMs in a second. Wasn't a scene, but he was arrested. Okay. So Moff, he's arrested. Like, he's in their custody. Yeah. That's right. That's how it ends. If they do, it'll be very, very brief. Very, very brief. Internet states Christopher Lloyd in an unknown role for Mando season 3. Yeah, I think he could be playing another villain type character, and maybe another similar to Pershing, maybe another scientist working on the cloning lab for Palpatine, perhaps something like that. I think, you know, maybe I'm just kind of assuming there because he looks like a mad scientist, and he's often played a mad scientist. Grief Karga looked like he's making more money with his clothes. You know what? That was like the first thing I noticed. Like, if that's Navarro, they've pimped that place up. My God, like in 3 seasons, Navarro has just like flourished aggressively. Amazing. Sabine could be in this season. Her family would be directly affected by the events that are about to transpire. Yeah, I totally agree. I think especially with this concept of like they want people over watching Ahsoka. Like maybe a lot of people that like watch Mando don't know who Sabine is. Like introduce her there in Mando, and then people might want to see more of her as well. Actually, that is interesting, Mike. That is interesting. What? Yes, yes, for sure. Hey, Jensen. Hello there. Grogu seems to be moving his pod on his own, which is great, and Mando is teaching Grogu things. Actually, that's a good point. How does that move? How does that pram move? Like, was it Mando? Was it like just meant to follow Mando, or was it he was controlling it? I've never thought about this. I feel like Grogu always controlled it, but that's interesting if he didn't. Giancarlo has been talking about the season 3 for so long. I don't know why we wouldn't get him in it. Yeah. So he's Giancarlo Esposito is known for his very positive and like very loud promotion of all the Mando stuff, and he's been doing it for Mando 3. So yeah, he'll definitely be in it. Babino, hey, great trailer. Yeah, phenomenal trailer, wasn't it? It was really, really cool. I'm happy that we didn't get massive spoilers. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Victor. Micah. I definitely want to see more Kawoki and monkey lizards. I hope they show blue and red ones too. Yeah, that was great. I think that's why I was like, is this Navarro? Because like we saw them. It was season 1. We saw them on Navarro as well. But they're funny characters. Yeah, I hope they're in it. Makes it very Star Wars. There's a very Star Wars essence to a Kawoki and monkey lizard. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. It looks pretty cool. I agree with you, Edward. I think a comment like this was said before, but Bo-Katan versus Din Djarin, let's go. Yeah, you know what? I like want it, but don't want it because I love both of those characters so much, and I like don't want them to be against each other. You know what I mean? But I do predict that I think both these characters will be against each other for the start of the season, just like over the Darksaber. But then again, like Mando seems really chill. Like he doesn't seem stressed to go back to Mandalore. He's just like, oh yeah, like I'll go back there and like check out like how bad it's gotten. So I don't know. It's interesting. If you're just running live, make sure you check out down below. Got 2 videos down there, but one of them is the interview I did with Dr. Pershing or Omid Abtahi, who played Dr. Pershing a couple months back. We talked about Mando season 3, so the link is in the description. Check it out after the stream. It was a really, really fun conversation. He's a really great guy, actually. He's really, really fun. Hey, Nick. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the conversation, friend. Welcome. I think the pod had a remote controlled by Mando. Yeah, like me, or maybe, I mean, it's Star Wars. Anything can exist in Star Wars. Maybe it was like attached to his like presence, so it just like followed nearby where Mando went. But then there's times where like Grogu's pram is like away from him. I don't know. I want to investigate that more. This season would be a great opportunity to have Mandalore, the ultimate, as a mention. Would be nice to canonize some more Legends characters. Help mention Revan. Have Mandalore also? Is that a Legends character? Is that even I'm not getting that reference. I'm not up with my Legends, but for sure, I'm down for Legends. Andre with John and David directing. I'm not. Give me a relive. I will try and make sense of that awesome trailer. I'll take that as well. Awesome trailer. Yeah, right. Seeing some clankers back there in the cantina of some sort. Seeing some clankers. I feel like Moff Gideon is working on something behind the scenes. He will come back as the big bad mid-season after he breaks out of the Republic prison. Okay, I have a theory about Moff Gideon, actually. I've got to rearrange my seat for this one. So Moff Gideon, I think, he's always been like working really hard for like an external, like it seems like there's someone above him, right? Like he's working for someone, but at this point, Palpatine's not around and alive, technically. But I think perhaps this whole time, Moff Gideon could be working for Grand Admiral Thrawn. I think that they are connected, and Moff Gideon works for Grand Admiral Thrawn. That's my prediction. I don't have a lot of evidence or anything to back that up, but I just have that gut feeling. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of a prediction. For sure. Hello, Matthew. How you doing? Mando was struggling to fight. Fight with the Darksaber. So I hope they show him working on it with owning his skills. The saber, that saber is 6-man. Yeah, maybe he could get like a training montage like Sabine did in Rebels. That'll be cool. March is going to be so busy with Star Wars. We've got Mando, the Jedi Battle Scars book, and we can't forget Survivor. And I think a little of Bad Batch. Yeah, it's like an insane month. Like, it's kind of slowly ramping up like through February, and then when it gets March, we'll have all these things hit. It's amazing. What timing for this trailer? We would done our main discussion. Yeah, I was thinking that. It was like right in the middle of your show. Hey, that is so good. You hear about those supposed leaks about the dark Yoda species in the unknown regions? No, I haven't heard anything about that at all. Peter, yeah, 2 days in a row. We're going to be going 3 days in a row because our usual show, the Raeside show live, is still going live tomorrow. We're still doing stuff tomorrow, building some cool Star Wars things. So make sure you are back here 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We go live every Tuesday. So 3 days in a row, even, Peter. For sure, Coruscant. For sure that was Coruscant, right? Right? That was so Coruscant. You know what? I don't know how that'll be connected, but I'm down for it. Thinking Coruscant as well. What has a higher rank, a Moff or a Grand Admiral? Grand Admiral has a higher rank. For sure. Mandalore, the ultimate, was Revan's rival during the Jedi Mandalorian Wars. Oh, okay. You know what? That's a piece of Legends I feel like fits in. It still fits in. Could be Chandrilla. You know what? I would be down for it to be Chandrilla. It looked very Coruscant to me. But I just guessed that because of like the whole traffic lanes of all the starships. Just took it like that. But yeah. Hosnian Prime, imagine. That'd actually be cool. Of course, my favorite moment was for sure on Coruscant. What? That's what I'm saying. That's why I assumed that Pershing was on Coruscant because it's like we had that establishing scene of Coruscant, and then we had Pershing in a speeder. Like that's Coruscant, right? He's on Coruscant. He's on Coruscant. Make sure you guys know as well. Channel members are coming to the channel. I've just set them all up. They're waiting to get processed, and then they'll be available. And there's a whole video explaining all the different channel tiers and what exclusives each tier gets. Going to be super exciting. So keep an eye out on the socials. I'll be announcing when that will be available super soon, within the next day, I would say. Yeah, that was so cool. Hey, so definitely has to be a flashback for Grogu, right? It has to be a flashback, and who saved him, hopefully. If they showed the golden mask of Mandalore Ultimate in this show, I'd lose it. The mask was originally, if you had it then, you had to claim the rule to Mandalore. Okay, so similar to, like, obviously how the Darksaber works. That's super interesting. I need to catch up on Legends. Matthew, do you know what he's talking about? I need to get up on Legends. For sure. Credit to Joel for raising the possibility of the Hosnian Prime Twin Drill. You know what? I would be very excited if it's either of those. I love both of those planets. Angel. Looks like it to me for sure. Absolutely agreeing with us there. Hope we get more Night of 1,000 Tears and find out more about Grogu during Order 66. I agree with you there, Babino. I think both of those things would be really, really interesting scenes. Sin City Sith, again with the $2 reduce to 2023. 2023, I'll say that, is the year of the Raeside. Thank you, Sin City. I appreciate your support and encouragement as always, friend. It is very, very kind. Yeah, Tar Vizsla, bit of Tar Vizsla action, chat. I'd like that. I know that's like the only Mandalore Legends I know of. Welcome. I don't do social media. Will you also put up the video here? Yeah, it'll be all on the channel. Like it's I don't think the video goes anywhere else. It's only on the channel where it's explaining all the channel memberships. So definitely check it out when that will be dropped. Mando and Grogu will go to the Jedi Temple only to find the spirit of Halloween. Jensen, back about the pram. I'm still confused on this as well. About the pram. It has been following Mando's movements and commands for the whole show, but in the trailer, Grogu uses the Force on a creature, then exits the cave like an epic moment of his own. So yeah, so maybe he's moving it around kind of with the Force and with his thoughts. I kind of like that. This season should throw in Dr. Aphra. The female Star Wars fans will go nuts. I'll one up you there. I think any Star Wars fan will go nuts for Dr. Aphra if they're a fan of Dr. Aphra. Could the scene where Mando is flying through a storm be visiting Camino? Ooh, that's a good question, Michael. I think I took that scene as he was arriving at Mandalore. I thought that was the atmosphere of Mandalore we were going through there. Don't know. I don't know. But perhaps Camino. There's not much there though. Don't know what he would be visiting. Rip Camino. That's okay. That's all good. We'll work on that on the server. All good. For sure. Taviz is mainly canon. Is that a question for you, or like are you asking me? Oh, Taviz was interested in Rebel. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's not Legends. I'm just making facts up here today. Thanks, Sin City. There you go. Okay, yeah. He is canon for sure. Dr. Sith, legend stories of the Mandos and Jedis are pretty cool. Can't wait to see what Favloni decided to use their making to tell the story of Din, Bo, and Grogu. Absolutely agree with you there. In Filoni we trust, and it'll be interesting to see where this story goes. Hey Dominic, welcome to the chat, friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed the trailer. Hope you thought it was good. Hello there. Happy to join the stream. The trailer was spectacular. The Mandalorian starfighter being chased by the TIE Interceptor was dope. Greetings from Spain. Well, thank you so much for joining from Spain, my friend. Yeah, it was a great trailer. And that's a good scene. I actually haven't mentioned that scene yet. The TIE Interceptor was like, yeah, it was maneuvering really cool. And there's nothing like having like a dogfight or like, you know, having a kind of a chasing scene with ships. And it be over water. I really like that aesthetic, but it's really, really cool. I'm interested to see who is that, who's in it, what ship, and who's flying. Because why are the TIE Interceptors still around? Because obviously the Empire's not around. So you know, who owns that ship? That's a good question there. Grogu going back to Mando felt like a studio decision. I think it negates the emotional impact of season 2 finale. That's a hot take, and I kind of understand where you're coming from. That was such just a really pivotal, massive moment in Star Wars, and I'm very surprised. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there, actually. I thought maybe we would have had a season away from Grogu and then come back to him or something. I kind of like that. So yeah, it's interesting that they've brought him back. Will we see Katan's clan fight the Mando's clan? I hope not. I'm glad we're getting more Order 66 flashbacks. Me too, friend. Oh my god. Who is it? Who saved Grogu? Should we do a poll? Let's do this. Let's do a poll. Because who could have saved him? Barriss Offee, perhaps? Who saved Grogu? What's the most wild who's the most wild prediction you got there? Okay, let's say who saved Quinlan. I don't know if I've spelled his name right. Barriss Offee. What's another option for who could have saved Grogu? Who could have saved Grogu? Elk coming in with the $5 dues. Are you fully monetized, Hannah? Beyond Soups? If so, congratulations. Love the vibe on this channel. Looking forward to your growth in 2023. I am, yeah, fully monetized, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. Goes straight back into the channel. It means a lot. You've always had great conversation here on the channel. So thank you so much, Elk. Appreciate it. Absolutely. There's nothing left in Camino unless they are going scuba diving trip. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm like. It could be it, but there's not much there. Not much there. Riva? Oh, that's actually, you know what? I'll put that in the poll. Let's see what have we got here. I don't know, what's another option? I'll just put other. Okay, poll in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. That's probably the plan, but then the show was gone for 2 years. Lol, Grogu put butts in seats. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Uncle Harlow. Come on, man. I still hope they do more than I previously on another show to explain Grogu getting back right. Pretty certain Velch somehow looks like Grogu. Imagine. Bring back Velch. I would love Velch in this series. Lord Vader secured Palpatine's little green friend. You reckon? Finds him after everyone leaves the temple and heals her wound. Ooh, that'll be interesting. She plays a digital stream. Yes, that's true. That's a fact. It's a fact. I wonder if that was Din flying the Mandalorian Fang away from the interceptors. You know what? There was like other ships there that I didn't take note of, perhaps. Ahsoka. Oh, yeah, I should have put that in the poll. Ahsoka could have been one. What have we got? So 60% of you say other so far in 26 votes. So who are your others? Who's the other? Ezra. That's interesting. Ahsoka. Ooh, Jocostanu. That's it. That's a theory. Madame Jocostanu. I'm not a big fan of Madame Jocostanu. Can I just go on the record for saying that? I'm a little iffy on her. I don't know. She's just a little brash. I don't know. Jocostanu. Hey, Jeffrey. So excited, as am I. So I take that as you enjoy the trailer. It was a damn good trailer. Jocostanu. Wow. Got some Jocostanu stands in the chat. 100% saved Grogu. Mace? I don't think so. Because he was like off traveling to the Chancellor's office at this point. I'll go Snips for sure. Ravs, Mando. Ahsoka was flying from Mandal, although Mace, who survived the fall. I don't know, mate. I don't know, Everett. Read Thor's tweets. I need to get into those comics anyway. So more of a reason. Sin City Sith coming in with a $50 dues. Oh no. I think it makes more sense to be just some random Padawan of Jedi saving Grogu, as all the famous Jedi were fighting or dead or elsewhere. It doesn't have to be a tie into some known Jedi. Someone known, sorry. I can't read today. Jedi would try to delay the attack while others escape. That is such a fascinating theory. But you know what? Maybe it might have been just some random Padawan, or like kind of like an older kind of not, just like a mid-tier Jedi Knight, just a random. You know who it could have been? It could have been what's his name? Zet Jukasa? It could have been that kid before he ran out and saved Bail Organa. He could have been saving Grogu. There's a theory. Does this mean? I don't know if I can. I can't play the didgeridoo. I'm worried that will be cultural appropriation, and not in a good way. I feel like Palpatine could have been aware of Grogu somehow. Vader could have secured him after he slowly opened the door and killed the Jedi protecting him. For sure. You know what, Sin City, I did say that I could play the didgeridoo if you gave me $50, but instead I feel like tomorrow should I do the it wasn't Just Dance. It was like the Star Wars Connect, and it had the dance kind of feature, and you know, I'm Han Solo. Like there was the I'm Han Solo song and like the Boba Fett song. I'll recreate that dance for you for $50 dues. Yoda, Rabs is saying, Jacosta's awesomeness in Saul's 2017 Vader comic. Oh, okay, cool. So she is good at some point. Still not a fan of her, dude. Maybe Grogu wasn't saved immediately. How about captured by Palpatine only to be saved years later? You know what? That's what I was trying to think about before. But then I'm like, how would he escape? Like, if he's a baby, he can barely, move himself. Like, how would he escape in the clutches of Palpatine already? Without having someone else helping it. If someone is helping him, why weren't they still connected? Like, why was he abandoned? Like, I feel like that's too much of a backstory. But I kind of get what you're saying there, Tree Man. Great name, Tree Man. Darth Malice. Hello there. G'day there. Great to have you here, Darth Malice. Ahsoka was in the clone battle, cruising when the crash landed during the temple attack. That's a great point, actually. I don't think there's a possibility. Unless Grogu was, No, because there was like troopers right there. Yeah, I don't think we can cancel out. We can cross out Ahsoka. I think we can cross out Ahsoka for sure. I believe it was Mon Mothma when he said there's something out there, and if we don't act now, it'll be too late. Wow. Okay. You know what? I love Genevieve O'Reilly, and I love Mon Mothma, and I love Genevieve playing Mon Mothma. So I would be super down. Where's the dude, Hannah? I would be super down for Mon Mothma to be in Mando 3. Actually, that's a cool theory. I want to go back and listen for that. I bet he was captured and taken to Taintus, and then the Bad Batch will rescue him. I feel like there is some sort of room for overlapping here. Obviously, like Fennec showing up in Bad Batch, like that's a nice crossover and all those kinds of things. But yeah, I feel like there's more here. What was that Padawan Wookiee doing? Could he have been there? Gunji, sweet boy. Spoiler: we will be seeing him elsewhere. If you don't know yet, we will be seeing him in the Bad Batch, which is super exciting. So yeah, that's true. He's alive by that point. So I don't know. Jocasta news seems likely, but I also saw the comment about Grogu healing Reva, and that could fill in some weirdness. You know what? It could. Who's George Lucas' son before he died? Yeah, Zet Jukasa. That's the guy. Zet Jukasa. Oh, I feel like I'm a little delayed here. Grogu did not need saving. He could squeeze into any air duct and slip away like Yoda did. I like how you said Yedo there, but yeah, like Yoda did. Yeah, you know what? But like he doesn't move a bunch. Like he doesn't like he can kind of fumble around a little bit, but like he doesn't move around a whole bunch. Star Wars Connect, right? Iconic. Oh, dude. Won't be here to see it tomorrow. See what tomorrow? Oh, the show tomorrow. Oh, right. Oh, right. Because I need. Okay. Dude. Too much pressure to do today. Hey, Star Wars Sith. Yeah, the Order 66 scene, right? I really can't wait to see the flashback of that. See what what is that? What is that? I hope it's a long scene. I hope it's not too short. More live action Bad Batch would be something. That would be mind blowing. Grogu will probably end up saving himself, to be honest. Disney could be trolling us all of us. That's true. All this time predicting, and he just ran away or, flew away in his little pram. Seer? Could be Seer. That's an interesting thought. There were over 10,000 Jedi at the time of the Order 66, spread all over the galaxy. Not every single one has a super deep story. That's a good point. So, again, that thought that maybe it was just a random Jedi or, unknown Jedi. Will we see Princess Leia? And I bet your bottom dollar, Millie Bobby Brown, will play her because she just received a Star Wars deal. I did hear that rumored. When was that? Quite a while ago now. I did hear that rumored. But I haven't seen anything concrete about her signing a deal. But, she does look a lot like a young Carrie Fisher, so I kind of get that. It's on YouTube forever. That's true. It will be. You can watch the playback. And there has to be a lot of Force-sensitive people that said no thanks when the Jedi came recruiting. That's so true. Do another time, you know me. I'll remind. That's true, actually. Okay, I will hold off until you remind me again. For sure. Absolutely. Grogu saves Reva. Reva becomes an Inquisitor and gives Grogu up to the Imperials. Grogu, I thought we were friends. Reva, psych. A Star Wars Story by CT17. I love it. We need Appa Toronto, Carson Teva. I like that. That's his full name. To at least start getting the good word to Leia. Yeah, I hope there is actually a little bit of building on information on the New Republic. Obviously not too much. I want it to be a Mando-centered story, but I think the New Republic is a whole era and period that we just have not touched on. Like it's touched on a bunch in Paper Canon. And Matt, you and Joel cover it a bunch. And, the couple of books I have read, Leia, what did I just read? Bloodline, that was deep into New Republic stuff. And it's super fascinating. It's almost more fascinating than Republic era politics. So I would be down for that. Grogu, oh yeah, I read that. Ghost, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone is having a good night. Hope you are having a good night, Ghost X. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Charlie with the question: will Boba be featured in season 3? I think so. I think he might be in maybe the first or second episode as like a transition thing of like, oh hey, like I like gave up an episode of my show for you. I don't know. There'll be some sort of transition there, I think. Mando hogged an episode of Boba, so Boba should return. Right? Speaking my language. Paul told Dom and me that he definitely had more to do this season. Yeah, like, okay, so there must be more building with the New Republic at this point. You know, Navarro was very, like, connected with the New Republic. Like, they were very helpful, like, and neutral to the New Republic. So, you know, maybe Brief Cargo, wow, forgot his name. Has got maybe a bit more to do with them. Maybe that's why he's getting a lot more money, and the place is looking good at Navarro. Do you think it's possible Anakin is trying to get in through the door during the Order 66 scene from the trailer? That's dark, but I like it. I like it. Who wants to be a founding member of the subscribed members, the Knights of Rey? That's a good question. I like it. Actually, let's check out that poll. 55, 56 votes. Quinlan Voss, 30%. 40% still saying other. We'll end that poll for now. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. On a serious note, how about Kyle Katarn? I believe he was canonized in Kenobi. Was he? Where? When? How? Where? Mario. Hey, Hannah. Greetings from Costa Rica. Great content. You left me on a cliffhanger there. Keep it up. There it is. There it is. There it is. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Mario. Appreciate it, friend. It's very kind of you to say. Boba will tell him where the other Mandalorians are in the galaxy. Oh, that's a cool theory, Steve. I like that. I like that a lot. Just wanted to say I love Grogu back, but I still wish the gap between him leaving and Mando, between leaving Mando and then reuniting was longer. I agree with you there. I really expected like season 3 of Mando was going to be completely like Grogu is out of it, and maybe season 4 like being like maybe the last season of Mando, and like they get back together and they like just live on Mandalore happily ever after now or something. I don't know. Mark, when Obi-Wan and Yoda went back to the temple, you would like to think they could sense that Grogu or another Jedi was still there, or find them, if you get me. Yeah, you know what? Like, it'll be interesting if they tamper with canon, like especially movie canon, that much. But that'd be interesting. Hey, very, very interesting. Oh, Pelimoto also. I love Pelimoto. I'd assume Boba would be in it since they're both on Tatooine. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't recall Katan. Mando and Boba should always be spilling into each other's series. This is the way. I have spoken, for sure, for sure. Does it go Old Republic, High Republic, Republic, New Republic? In terms of, like, chronologically? I believe so, correct. It's where he was on the wall in the little hideout. Quinlan was mentioned too. Yeah, Quinlan Voss, I remembered. He's definitely in there in canon. You know what? Like, it does make sense that Quinlan, like, saved Grogu, dude. Yeah, but I do not remember Katarn. Do not remember Kyle Katarn at all in there. So he's, but you know what? Quinlan, like, you know, he's making the paths around the time of Kenobi, and like, you know, that would have taken a while to establish and you know, figure out where safe and all those kinds of things. I really think Quinlan, if he's running around, like, he was like, let's take this baby Yoda looking thing, and like, he's a Jedi, so let's get him out of here. Like, that's all the time I have for to save. Maybe Yoda knows of Grogu, and if hang on, I'm formatting a theory here. If Quinlan is canonically on Kashyyyk when Order 66 happens, maybe Yoda says, hey, I'm yeeting out of here. I'm going to get in my mini rocket ship and go to Dagobah. Can you just pop back for a second? Actually, no, he doesn't go to Dagobah then. Wait, does he? Yeah, he does. Can you pop back? Oh, no, he doesn't go to Dagobah then. Anyway, not the point. Quinlan, can you pop back to the temple and grab Grogu for me? Because he's a young'un, he'll be good. Like, let's get him out of there. Something like that. Crazy thought on who said Grogu after the last episode of Bad Batch. What if it's a clone trooper who doesn't commit to the order? Ooh, that'll be interesting. I doubt like that early on, like because even Rex, Captain Rex, like the most emotionally connected clone, couldn't resist Order 66. I think that would be very tricky at that time for a clone to deny it and like not go ahead with Order 66. So I don't know how plausible that would be. Yeah, I like that theory. I think that was Atoll's at the end of the trailer. Oh, like from Clone Wars, like Atoll. You know what? You might be right. Let's. I did take a photo of it. It's super creepy looking. All right, bear with me. I have to like do 50 things to try and get this on the screen. But yeah, the Tolls was on that. What is that episode called? When they go to like the Pantorans, like go to that icy planet, and the angry chancellor of Pantora like is like angry to that species, the Tulls. I like that. Let me just. I'm still taking 20 years to get this photo on the screen. Don't mind me. But I'll show it here in a second who we're talking about. Because, yeah, this was in like a split-second scene at the end of the trailer. This character jumped in front of Grogu. But Grogu seemingly... oh, it's so creepy looking. Let me... how do I... Here we go. This dude. Taken 50 years. Oh, Taz is from Star... Oh, that's hilarious. And I'm just going on this whole thing. It's from Star Wars Old Republic. Shit, dude, I gotta get on with my stuff. How damn creepy looking is that? I can't look at that for too long. That is so creepy. What the hell? Aussie Pantorans, right? Hey, Rick. Hey, Ricky. He's in Atolls. Okay, cool. All right. But still, like, look how creepy looking this thing is. It's got 4 eyes. It's like, I think it's hairless, but its head is like hairy. I don't know. It's super weird looking. But but that was at that split second at the end of the trailer there. Creepy damn looking thing. For sure. Sin City, again with the $2 dues, buy more pancake mix, baking with Hannah, lol. I'll get onto it. I think we should maybe do a part 2 of Star Wars pancakes. That was really, really fun. Thank you, Sin City. Appreciate it, friend. Grogu versus a skinwalker confirmed, right? He's just so creepy looking. What other things did we see in this trailer? There was just so much in this. He's so, like, I don't understand where his head starts and his face begins. It's such a weird looking character. But what else was in the trailer? We got, Pelimoto, a lot of Mandos about, very colorful Mandos. Appreciate that. Very, I don't know, expression. I like it. And a lot more action. Hey, a lot more action than the other 2 seasons. Season 1 especially was very slow action, and even the action would only be for a period, a very small part of the actual episode kind of thing. Hey, Star Wars Dog, hope you're doing well. Great to have you back. Pulses 4. Man, you guys are up with legends. There you go. Oh, okay, so multi-eyed alien in the Mos Eisley Cantina in New Hope. Let me look this up. Yeah, that's a toll. Yeah, the toll I was talking about in Clone Wars is the same thing, right? But the thing is with this, hang on, let me get this again. The thing is with these characters is that like this toll has like hair like all over, which I don't I don't like it. Like the one in the Mando trailer doesn't look like it does have that. All right, let me show you what. Who pointed this out? Terry Cobra pointed out for us. There we go, looking good. So, pointing out this dude from the cantina scene of A New Hope. I'm sure he's a nice guy, right? So this dude. Okay, so it's the same thing. He's got the 4 eyes. Domi's is asking for trailers to be dropped during the World Series Stanley Cup. That's such a good response. So he's got the 4 eyes. Let's go back to the other one. Yeah, 4 eyes. Now, you see, okay, he's got like a hairless body, this character, this scene. But a Tull specifically is like, it's like a Wookiee, he's hairy all over, right? So, this like, I kind of, like the shape is all the same, the eyes are all the same, but the hair is what's getting me. But maybe this guy is just like a different Tull. Maybe he shaves or something. Maybe he waxes. We don't know. Nalthirian? Wow. Nalrithian. I got to look that up, Mark. Mojat's coming in with a $10 dues. Hey, congrats on being able to start monetizing your channel. Mad props from one Star Wars fan down under to another. Curious what video editing software I use. I am real bougie, and I use just the classic iMovie. I just use iMovie for my stuff. It's simple, straightforward. I'm not into the fancy stuff. So yeah, just iMovie for all videos I make. Okay, you getting me? Is everyone getting me with the 4 eyes? But thank you so much, Mojo, for the $10. Goes straight back into the channel. Appreciate it. No droopy tongue. That's true. The mutant Tulls? See, okay, there we go. So maybe it's like morphed. That's what I mean. I feel like the anti-Tulls. The Tulls in the Clone Wars were brutal. Remember, the Jedi and the clones fought them. Right? Like, they're aggressive. They're only aggressive when threatened, which is what we got from that episode. But what do you guys think? Is this a Tull? Auto Plutonia, that's right. That's what it's called. Grogu is getting more powerful. He for sure is. Yeah, see, iMovie, it's great. Well, you bougie not buying it. Right? That sarcasm, dude. Yeah, I can't remember anything else that happened in this trailer. Let me have a quick look back. I'm still in, like, just shocked by how little of the other main characters we didn't see, of not seeing Moff Gideon, not seeing Bo-Katan. We didn't see what's-her-face, Bo-Katan's like sidekicks. I really like the different designs of the different Mandos. Gee, and how rough does Mandalore look? Jeez. Also, yeah, looking at the trailer back now, definitely Pershing's on Coruscant, for sure. For sure. You know what? When they have that TIE interceptor is like doing that chasing, it looks like that could be like a Mandalorian, like Bo-Katan's ship. It looks, I forget what that Bo's ship is called, but it looks like her ship. For sure. Yes, I think they're saving the big stuff for later and using the little detail in the trailers, which I think is good, for sure. No, she's been fired. Won't get any Cara Dune. No, the buildings are too square. Coruscant transit tool will be... Dude, okay, we're going to pull this up now. This is so Coruscant. Okay, how do I wish I could use technology properly. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so let's go back to where the Coruscant stuff is. Here, okay. So see, establishing shot of Coruscant. Looks beautiful, by the way, doesn't it? How good does that look? Looks stunning. There we go. And it's the same, look, it's the same city. It's the same city. Fight me, Matthew, fight me. Like, it's the same lighting. Bam. So look at this droid here. Look at that, the mug on that thing. And you know what this looks like? The transport they use in Clone Wars, it's like the first episode. Is it Cargo of Doom? No, it's not that one. Where Cad Bane breaks into and the other bounty hunters break into the Senate. It looks like that vehicle. For sure, that's Coruscant. Look at that. Look at that. That's Coruscant. You can't not be Coruscant. And then it was only this one shot, hey? That's so true. Who's coming in there? Surely it actually... Do we know any of these Jedi? We don't know anyone of these dudes. Short hair? Who do we know that has short brown hair? I don't know. This looks like Legolas. So they're just getting their sabers out. But that's a good point. I don't know who mentioned it before, but it's like, is this Anakin breaking in? You know what? I would love... That would be actually super cool to see an Anakin flashback in Mandalorian. Like, super random. But, like, they're filming flashbacks for Kenobi and supposedly Ahsoka. Like, do one for Mando. I don't think we know any of those Jedi. Which is okay. We don't have to know them. But someone's trying to break in. That has to be Anakin. Or it's either Anakin or just a bunch of clones. We'll see. We'll see. There we go. There we go. Hang on. I couldn't see the comments that whole time. What have we said? What have we been saying? There's parking garage in the foreground. I don't know. I mean, I got more excited for it to be Coruscant. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey, Numa. Welcome to the chat. Is the size of a planet? It could be anywhere in the city. True. That's true. It would be interesting to see Nar Shaddaa, but I think there is Coruscant. Nar Shaddaa, I've never seen what Nar Shaddaa looks like, but I would be down. Oh, Legolas, right? I think, do we know that Legolas guy? You know what? It would be cool if there was like some random side characters of like from like the Geonosian arena scene from Attack of the Clones. It would be cool to see any characters from that like in this. That'll be a cool little connection there. Could be Nar Shaddaa. Now I got to look up what Nar Shaddaa looks like. How do you guys know? How do you just know what Nar Shaddaa looks like? Oh, for sure. That actually looks kind of it. This kind. Oh, Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa is a little too colorful. A little too colorful, I think. Maybe the top of it. Maybe the top skyscrapers. You know what? If I don't know what to bet, but if you're right, you win. If it's Coruscant, I win. I don't know. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Telling you that has to be Anakin slicing through the door. Yeah, was it? Yeah, you mate with that with 17 was calling it to be Anakin. It has to be Anakin. It's either Anakin or just a bunch of clones. I think Quinlan. I think the more I've thought about it, just literally in the past hour of this stream, is like it's got to be Quinlan, right? It's got to be Quinlan. Anakin can't be the real chosen one if he can stab Reva twice, and she just shrugs it off. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Jedi Bob. Nar Shaddaa is where Plo Koon crashed, I think. Is it? I don't think it is. Hayden! Yeah. He's surely like, how cool would that be if he comes back for a little flashback scene for Grogu? I'd be cool. I think it would be super cool. Hey Bing, welcome to the chat. Hosnian Prime, maybe New Republic era. I would love more stuff, like a whole show on the New Republic, to be honest. Now, Shaddaa is in Jedi Outcast as a shadier Coruscant. You know what? I really need to play Jedi Outcast. I don't know why I'm struggling to say Outcast. It's really funny. But yeah, has Night Shadow been in anything else? Where else have we seen Night Shadow? I do know it was mentioned in the Plagueis book I'm currently reading. But where has it been in canon? Night Shadow. It's kind of fun to say, hey. Appearances, the High Republic, Darth Maul, Dooku Jedi Lost, mentioned in flashbacks. It was mentioned in Jedi Fallen Order. When was that mentioned? Okay, hasn't been in any shows. I don't think it was where Plo Koon crashed. I feel like that was that Kato Nemoidia? I don't know where that was. Gary, the Stormtrooper saves Grogu. Imagine. Force Unleashed. Yeah, Kato Nemoidia. Thank you. Yeah, so it was Kato Nemoidia. Hey. Hayden is the one dude in the galaxy that I think is handsome. Really? Read the one dude? I feel like there's so many more. Lux Bonteri. I can't think of anyone else, actually, to be honest. Hayden. Yeah, I'm actually with you there. But seriously, thrills me to see Anakin more than ever. More than even Luke or Ahsoka. Yeah, I think, like I said, like Hayden's out there, like recording flashbacks for Kenobi and Ahsoka. Like, I think it would be nice if you're going to get a flashback here. Like, you could see Hayden in it. People just go nuts for that, actually. No, I think that's no. The Smuggler's Moon popcorn. No, that's Ord Mantell. That's Ord Mantell. Get up with your animation canon, Matthew. I like how we're having like silent banter here. Night Shadow is known for gambling and casinos. Oh, I don't know why I struggled so hard to read that. Casinos and nightlife. Yeah, I doubt Dr. Pershing's there. The lighting of the whole thing was exactly the same as the previous shot of Coruscant. It has to be Coruscant. Has to be. Do you think Katan's clan will fight the Mando's clan? What? Well, yeah, I got to brush up on my Mando lore. That's really funny. Mandalore lore. Because Clan Cries, like, who's alive? Like, she was a part of Death Watch as well. And there's a bunch of other clan, and then Mando's a part of, like, but Mando was a part of Death Watch. Like, are they not almost the same? Like, I don't know. Casinos. Yeah, there we go. I really struggled. Plo Koon crashing. Yeah. And at least a book. I'm in Vegas and I can't type casino. Right? You're in Vegas. You got to type casinos. Come on. Thank you, Drama Llama. That's so funny. Sauron is handsome too. Get out of here. No Shutter must be where Starkiller went. In more versions of the first game and find drunk Kota. I gotta replay Force Unleashed. Haven't in such a long time. Such a long time. Again, make sure you check out the links down below. I got my two Mando related videos down below. Top 3 best Mando episodes, and of course my exclusive interview with Dr. Pershing himself. I should have asked him then. Is it Coruscant or is it Nar Shaddaa? I should have asked him then. But a couple months ago, I had an exclusive interview with him when he was in Australia visiting. So check that out. We talked about season 3 and how it was to film and be Dr. Pershing. So make sure you check it out. It's super, super fun. I have to get out of the chat. Yes, get out of the chat. Yeah, okay. People saying Nar Shaddaa. Why is everyone how is no one not consensusly saying that was Coruscant? I'm so shocked right now. Wouldn't even answer. Force Unleashed is awesome. Taking down the Star Destroyer is awesome, but it's a pain to do on PC. Yeah, right. Gotta play it again. New craft Project Ray makes some Mandalorian glass. Boba, the Empire turned that planet to glass. Ooh, glass blowing. You know what? I've never tried it. I don't know if this is the time to start, but challenge accepted. One day, I guess. One day. Team. You know what? This is a time for a poll. This is poll time. Okay, here we go. Where is Dr. Pershing? Oh, geez, he's going to challenge my spelling. Coruscant. I never spell it right. Onashara. Okay, the two options are here. Let's see who it is. Other Order 66 flashbacks again. I know, I'm loving it. I think the trailer is Coruscant. I was trying to give examples of now. Oh, gotcha. Absolutely. Nostalgia for the prequels. Love it. Mm-hmm. Okay. How did Dr. Pershing escape whatever custody he was in? What custody was he in? Was he in custody at all? I don't remember him being in custody. Right? Force Unleashed on the Wii was like I kind of want, if I was to stream that game, like I feel like I have to play it on Wii. Yeah, it was interesting not seeing Bo in this trailer, but to me that's just emphasizing that she actually has a pretty big role to play in this season. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. I would assume he's on Coruscant because he's working for Sheev. Okay, so because he was working for what old mate? What was his name? The Client. I don't think he ever had a character name. Dr. Pershing was working for the Client, but now seemingly working for Palpatine or whatever evil doings are happening under there. Dr. Pershing's uniform looks like the Imperial Development Project uniform, and he also has a Kaminoan clone patch on his shoulder. He's very interesting. Yeah, he's a very interesting character. You know what? He could make the jump to animation. Similar to how they did Fennec. Fennec was, we introduced the Mando and then we saw her in Bad Batch. The similar thing could happen with Dr. Pershing. We could, we know him now, and maybe we could see him in Bad Batch this season, because a big prediction of mine is that we're going to get a lot of cloning themes in this season of Bad Batch. So maybe he shows up in Bad Batch later on in the season. That'd be interesting. Oh, that's awesome. That's so nice. I agree. He's doing some serious scientific stuff. Yeah, that's true. Pershing is working for Uncle Harlow. Leave Uncle Harlow alone. Actually, everything comes back to Uncle Harlow in some way. Should we run through the trailer? Let's run through the trailer one more time before we start to wrap up today, because I want to make sure we haven't missed anything. So let's get it back up. Here we go. How do I screen share again? Yeah, the Client was awesome, wasn't he? Okay. Let's have another look. Let's turn the music off and we'll have one last look to see if we caught anything. Did we miss anything?
Like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for? Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost. I'm going to Mandalore, so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
May the Force be with you!
This is the way.
There's something dangerous happening out there. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Hang on, kid. This is the way.
It's just so good. There we go. There we go. So, did you catch anything? And maybe that was your second or third. What's through? Did you catch anything in there that you didn't catch before? The music is really nice. I love the Mando music. It's iconic. R5, actually, that's a good point. I didn't catch R5 there. That he was in there. I wonder what he's up to. Who are the TIEs chasing at 11? I think that's Bo-Katan, actually. I still think that's Bo-Katan's ship. That's my guess. Lego set unveil. Is this a statement? Okay, just learned that Nashada is not a planet. It's a moon of Nalhada. Didn't expect that. Wow. Yeah, didn't know that either. Man, that's hype. It's so good, hey. It's so good. The man that grapples the dude and yanks him down looks like it could be Sabine. Where is that? That's who what was. What? Grogu force push Ukla for the mock from Thunder, the barbarian. That's iconic. Pelimoto, I love her character. I'm glad that she's making a little appearance back in here. Any cameos before we start to wrap up? Any cameo predictions for this season? Luke, are we going to get a Luke in this show? Let's check the poll. 91 saying Coruscant. Love it. That is out of 46 votes. That's fair. That is fair. Babu Freak is back. What a random pop-up that is. Mando will start realizing Grogu is a Jedi. Yeah, I mean, he knows it. He knows it already. Anakin temple. So yeah, it does look like Anakin is breaking through those doors at the temple, or if it's not Anakin, it's probably just going to be a bunch of clones as well, trying to get through there. But is Luke going to pop up in this show? Is it? I can maybe see Boba, but yet I'm unsure. Yeah, I really think Boba could show up in like the first episode to kind of transition things. It'd be like, that's Boba. Or if they like pop to, maybe they might do a vice versa. They might need help with something, and they call up Boba and Fennec and be like, "Hey, can you come help us with this thing?" Vader coming for Grogu. That's evil. Very, very evil. But perhaps. Yeah, I think it was. I really think it was Bo-Katan's fighter there. I think it was Bo-Katan's. Thank you, Chemo. Thank you for dropping by. Catch you tomorrow. We're still streaming tomorrow as well. But have a good rest of the evening. Hey, Julie. How you doing? My money is on Hayden. I have a feeling they're going to be using him more than we think. I think so too. I mean, the reaction he got and like especially with the flashbacks was just insane. And they're very, they take note of what goes very viral as well. So yeah, I'm down for it. I'm down for more Hayden in Star Wars. I think it's time for his triumphant long return, not just in one show, but continual return. Hannah, the doors don't show a lightsaber blade. They show like a welding torch to me. You know what? Yes, but let's go back to stick with me here. The Phantom Menace. Start of the Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon is melting through the doors of the Trade Federation's control room. He's like piecing through the doors, but they're at such a thickness that you can't see the blade on the other side, but all you see is like the hot blade melting the door kind of thing. So yeah, from the inside, we didn't ever see Qui-Gon's blade pushing through, but we just saw the door melting. So that was very much that scene. Like, I don't think those doors, like, you kind of have a point, those doors probably aren't that thick, but That concept has happened in Star Wars before, is what I'm trying to say. Well, Hannah, it's most likely Hannah's most likely dealing with the Kashyyyk mission from the Aftermath books. But if we're showing the New Republic, we could get Leia or Mon Mothma. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't mind Mon Mothma to like show up in Mando. To be honest, wouldn't mind that. She's doing important stuff right now. Thought it might be Gideon the TIE. How does he get out though? Really? If I don't know if he'll be like out doing like combat, but fighting stuff if he breaks free. I don't know. I feel like he's more hands off than that. I still think the Jedi in the scene are holding off whoever is coming through to give the Padawans or others to escape. You know what would be cool? Again, loving the tie-ins. Maybe we're trying to over-tie it in. But if it like we get Gunji, I feel like that's too much. But like like a Gunji. But they all could also be. Maybe that's further in the same flashback that we got of Grogu's flashback in season 2. Maybe it's further that of like they've gone, they keep running away like down a corridor and get into a room. There's other Jedi trying to like protect Grogu. Maybe that's another thought there. But yeah, super interesting. I could see a live action season of Clone Wars. Oh, that would be incredible. Hey Chris, how you doing? Australia got me hyped. Loved all the lightsaber and planets. Right? Did I stop the poll already? But is it Nar Shaddaa or Coruscant? What planet is Dr. Pershing on? What do you think? He melting it, not a straight laser cut. Aaron, I wonder if they'll briefly take us back to Grogu's decision from his point of view for the benefit of those who didn't watch Boba. If so, then a brief appearance of Luke. You know what? That's a cool idea. So yeah, just bridging that again. Flashback to the same scene we saw in that episode of Boba, but maybe from a different perspective, or Grogu's perspective perhaps as well. Or like a one-off Clone Wars TV movie. That would be insane. Dude. Oh. This Order 66 shot reminds me of the same flashback we got for Grogu already. Perhaps they're expanding on his memories. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like maybe this is the same like sequence of action that he experiences. Hey Jordan, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Mon Mothma would have had the New Republic desk job at this point. That's what I mean. If we're getting Carson Teva, I've already forgotten his name. And he, saying that we're going to get a bit more of the New Republic info in this season. Mon Mothma, we could see the Mon Mothma, at kind of her peak power of like what she's doing within the New Republic. It is live. Yes, it is live. Yes, we're live right now. I think so. Not an origin story, but we'll get more of the flashbacks, I believe. If Moff Gideon escapes the New Republic, has some terrible prison security, right? Oh, sorry. Then the New Republic has some terrible prison security. Yeah, it sure does. Mando has a droid in the Naboo fight now. What do you think that is 50 to 51? Let's go back and look at it. I think it was at the R5. I'm pretty sure he's borrowed R5 from Pelimoto. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. You think it's Coruscant? Yeah, okay. I think it's Coruscant. Although Nar Shaddaa would be really cool. You know what? I would be down to see Nar Shaddaa in like another context, yeah. That's it. You know what? That is a droid I didn't recognize immediately. That's a good question. Shorter. I got to end. I like how you and Din are doing deals in my live stream chat. I love that. I think all the big name Jedi we know would be fighting, not hanging in some back hallways, chilling. Shark T was getting the Padawans out off screen though. Yeah, like that. I'm kind of for that idea that these are just generic Jedi, and like we won't know them in these flashbacks, and the Jedi we see will probably die in the flashback, but like somehow Grogu like escapes somewhere. Would be super interesting. I bet the Jedi Temple doors are thick like blaster doors, and are Sith proof. You can't just slice them through the lightsaber all that easy. You probably have the Qui-Gon Jinn through them. Yeah, see what I mean? Like Qui-Gon, like he didn't just slice through the door. He had to like push it all the way and hold it there for the door to melt, and you didn't see it on the other side. So you can lightsaber through a door, but not see it on the other side. There we go. That's the full name. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah. We need more lore about the New Republic in this show since Rangers of the New Republic got dropped sadly. That is very sad. That is very, very sad. It was great. It was great, wasn't it? We're glad to have you here, Julie. She did. She did. That's why I'm like, I'm honestly down for a Mon Mothma like show. I'm down for that, right? It's really funny. Max, I think Din has an R5 because the Naboo starfighter is smaller and has less complex nav system than a Razor Crest. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And like, I would like that. I think them having a droid would like fit. It's like, you know, Din and Grogu and a droid. Like, I feel like just that combination of a little trio there would really, really work. Who do I think saves Grogu? I think it's Quinlan Voss. That's my wild prediction. If it's not Quinlan Voss, it'll just be like unknown Jedi number 1, 2, 3. Speaking of Pedro Pascal, have you watched The Last of Us yet? No, I haven't, and I probably won't. Don't know the game. Don't have interest in the show, so probably won't. But it's meant to be amazing. I see great things about it, so I hope you enjoy it. Scale of 1 to 10, how much would Rey flip out if Dr. Aphra was in Mando Season 3? Never read any of the comics or books she is in, but I appreciate what she represents as a character, so I think that would be a very positive thing, but I wouldn't necessarily flip because I don't know much about her. Mon Mothma did not have a desk job. She was Chancellor around this time of the New Republic. That is true. Millie Bobby Brown 7 months ago started to deal with Star Wars. I didn't see. That was very heavily rumored. Definitely haven't seen any concrete things that she has signed for Star Wars. But yeah, she does look like Carrie Fisher. That's, you see, right? He was going easy. Telling you, after seeing it, I do believe droids are rebuilding IG-11 to carry Grogu around in. You know what? Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I did see. Did you tweet that earlier or something? I did see you say that earlier. But yeah, that's how the Babu Frick. What's that species? What's Babu Frick's species name? Anzellan male? Okay. That species, or the Babu Frick species, is this is Julie's theory. Let me know if anyone agrees with this theory. I do believe that they're building they're rebuilding the IG-11 to carry Grogu around it. There's a Clone Wars bounty hunter that is like that, where it's like he has like a droid exterior and he's like a really tiny alien species and he like lives inside of it. That'd be interesting. I don't know if we like that's like too out there for Mando, but it's an interesting theory. I will die happy if it's Quinlan Voss. What if it was Palpatine? In terms of what? Saving Grogu? I don't know how Grogu would have escaped. Like, it would be pretty damn hard to escape Palpatine's grasp, to be honest. Mon Mothma is badass. Think how much stress she was under in all those years playing 2 live. Right? Like, what a cool contrast that would be if we saw the stress she was under in Andor. You know, she had all those intense dialogue. She couldn't maneuver anything, do anything yet. And then maybe we see her in Mando Season 3 and she's like at the peak of it, like abilities and like trying to save the galaxy and all of those kinds of things. I know dude, there's such a massive list of things I need to read. I'll get there one day. And Zillion, thank you. I don't even remember that. Was that a trivia question for us? I do not remember that. Kind of like the IG-11, pretty cool droid with lots of utilitarian features. I can't say the word quickly enough. You're still going on about the tickets. Okay, gotcha. Not the droid we know, but just one of those model of droids. Yeah, like, so, okay. So would it be like Grogu lives in like the chest part of the IG unit? So Grogu's like in it and like maneuvers the body of the IG unit? Is that what you're talking about? That's it. It's a cool theory. I don't see the Julie theory comment in the chat. What happened? It's this one. Sabine Reanimator Season 3. Yes, I definitely think we'll get like a kind of a backdoor pilot. Not pilot because it's definitely happening, but a backdoor trailer to Ahsoka at some point in this. I think, you know, it's even possible to see a Thrawn at the end of this. Or maybe just another name drop of Thrawn. But I definitely think we could see Sabine in this show definitely pop up. And then like she'll have this really interesting or like badass kind of involvement, and then everyone will be like, oh, who's she? Let's watch more of her. And they're like, well, we got to watch the Ahsoka show. And then people will want to watch the Ahsoka show. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see what role Luke plays in this season of Mandalorian. I would be surprised if he turns up, to be honest. I would be very, very surprised. The theory is, Gregory, he can walk around after. You know what? It'll speed things up. The whole him walking around, it'll speed things up. Start the reactor. All right, guys, we're going to start to wrap up here shortly. But this trailer was super cool, super hype. I'm surprised they didn't have more bigger players in this. Put the music back on. I'm surprised they didn't have more like iconic characters like Bo-Katan and Moff Gideon. But also, to me, that's kind of saying, hey, these characters are going to have big things to do in this season. So I think this trailer was really good to kind of bring the hype, bring excitement, bring conversation of what this season can bring. It's going to be really exciting. It's not that long away, is it? It's like a month, or just over a month away. Like 5 weeks away. That's so soon. That's so soon. Annoyingly, I can't. I've tried to grab my Instagram on the computer. I will have to do it afterwards, JS. I'll put it afterwards in the comment section. But if you enjoyed today's stream, make sure you tune in tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going back to doing some building here at the Raeside at the Raeside live show. We're making something tomorrow. Really, really excited. You'll see what it is tomorrow. It's going to be a long one. So grab your snacks, grab a beverage, sit down and enjoy some Star Wars fun with me tomorrow. It's going to be really awesome. We'll talk about Bad Batch. We'll probably talk more about the trailer. We'll talk about everything Star Wars that's going on at the moment. It's going to be super, super fun. And again, down below, check it out. Got 2 links there. The key one being my exclusive interview I did with Dr. Pershing. That was super fun. He's a super nice guy. Omid Abtar, he's a great, great guy. And I think he plays a really good Dr. Pershing. So definitely check that out for more little snippets of what is to come of Mando Season 3 that he spoke of. Thank you so much, Mark, coming in with the $2 dues right at the end there. Appreciate a great stream, Ray. Appreciate you, Mark. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you have a great rest of the evening. Thanks so much, guys. Catch you in the next one. Thank you, Sin City, Darth Malice, Max, Thor, Bing, DB, and there's so many of you in the chat today. Great conversation. So much to come of Season 3, hey? So much to come. It's going to be awesome. I think that Royce is only no humans, right? Right? Oh, you legends. All right, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. It won't be long till I'll see you again. Hope you have a good rest of the evening, day, wherever you are. And make sure you always, always choose the Raeside. I'm sorry, but this guy is so creepy. I can't stop looking at it. That is terrifying. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. That is, look at his face. And he's like, hey, what is he holding? What the hell is this thing? This is going to give me absolute nightmares. I've never seen anyone handle a chat with such speed. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Dean. Is this not creeping anyone else out? He's like got hair. He's somehow hairless but has hair. Oh, dude, I got the heebie-jeebies. Got the heebie-jeebies. Oh, I can't. It's one of those things I can't stop looking at it though, because I'm trying to figure out what he looks like, but it's creeping me out. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good rest of the evening. May the force be with you. Bye.